Has opened the 2019 African Mining Indaba. The Indaba is the world's largest gathering of mining's most influential stakeholders and decision makers vested in African mining. The Indaba is hosting more than 6,000 delegates. Let's get an update from our reporter Manelisi Dubase, who's standing by for us. Manelisi, I'm sure it's been quite an eventful day, and of course the Minister of Mineral Resources has given his speech. What's the latest?
Well, the latest is that, they broke into sessions, and one of the most interesting one was the one that was dealing with jobs within the mining industry. The mining executives, including Anglo-Americans, CEO Mark Kutifane, expressed concern about the industry bleeding more jobs from about more than 500,000 down to about 430,000. And one of the issues rather the cause of this loss of jobs include, the depreciation of commodity prices, the slow or sluggish the economy, and several other issues. But one of the issues that was quite interesting was which they raised, and they are afraid that also can be problematic, is the so-called Fourth Industrial Revolution. Because according to this Fourth Industrial Revolution, what we are going to have is, things like trucks and cars which are driverless, which means the people who are driving those cars in those mines and those trucks are going to lose their jobs. There will be drones that will be taking these commodities from one area to another, which means we are not going to need any other people to do those jobs. And, all those kind of things are going to also add, to the loss of jobs in the mining industry. That has been a very, very, interesting session, which is scary.
And Manelisi, what's interesting, you mentioned in our earlier crossing that the President of the Republic is going to be giving a speech there tomorrow. That's really quite unprecedented, but I suppose it's no surprise given that he is on a huge investment drive.
No, absolutely. You'll remember that not only mine executives are here, there are several investors who are here, there are bankers and everybody else within the financial sector. So the president is going to buttress the point that South Africa is ready for investment, and South Africa, is one of those investment destinations given our infrastructure, which we can still improve somewhere, but so far so good. If you look already in the Southern African region, according to the World Bank report, South Africa was receiving most foreign direct investment more than any other country. In fact, within the whole sub-Saharan region. Those volumes have dropped a little bit in the past 9 years. President Cyril Ramaphosa is trying, as you know, that he's got this ambitious project of attracting about $100 billion in investment. He is trying to come here and try to buttress that point that we are ready now, and South Africa is free, is ready to do business with the international community.
Yeah, Manelisi, investment, I guess, is a long-term game, but the short-term concern is really supply of energy. And we heard reports last week that the mining sector is really concerned if Eskom can get anywhere near that 15% tariff hike that it's looking for the next 3 years. What are people saying about the energy situation and the pricing thereof? And is there a real risk of the industry, some parts of it being shattered as a result?
Well, I've spoken to about 2 people, within the mining industry, the top executives here, especially about that issue. They are aware that there are changes within Eskom that are being, that are about to be implemented. You'll recall that Minister Pravin Gordhan hinted last week that Eskom is going to be restructured, probably be cut into 3 sections. They are keen to hear from the president tomorrow. What is he going to say about that? But of course, you are right. I mean, that is one of the concerns that has been raised here and in some of the seminars that have been held, whether South Africa has got a sustainable energy supply moving forward. Because if they will have to invest, you know, for long-term purposes, they will need to be assured that they will have a sustainable energy supply. So that is one of the issues that I'm sure the president is going to emphasize on when he comes here tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. Manelisi, you know, every year there's always a group of people who are almost anti-capitalism, anti-mining, who also have their parallel meetings. Is that happening as well? And do you know what they're saying at the moment?
I haven't seen any of such groups, but the groups that are here are junior miners who are pressing hard to also have a stake in this industry. Some of them I've spoken to are saying that the industry is not open enough. The industry hasn't really, you know, buy into the whole issue of empowerment. So they've been saying that they will be pressing even the government, even as Minister Mantashe says that the mining charter is almost final, or is in the final stage. They will be pressing that at least somewhere, somehow there is a clause or, you know, a legislative framework that makes sure that the big mining companies are compelled to embrace this black economic empowerment. But otherwise, you are right. I mean, there's always the anti-mining groups who always come here. But so far, so good. I haven't seen any. I don't know tomorrow when the heads of state are coming here, whether we'll start be seeing those people.
All right, Manelisi, we're going to leave it there. Thanks very much. That was Manelisi Dubase reporting from Cape Town.